Good afternoon, everybody. Digital Adel back with some more Hoops Profile for you. We're going to talk a little bit about the channel, the direction, the rebrand. I take your questions about all of this and more. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm here to talk about in terms of the NBA draft from this upcoming season, as well as the rookies and all that jazz. So super duper excited to see you all and talk with you all. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. Been working on the podcast, Beyond the Backboard podcast, that we recently put out. Before I do all that, I just want to thank you again to all of the subscribers. Really appreciate all of your support. Don't forget, during the draft season, become a channel member, get exclusive access, videos early, because the content's going to be flying fast and furious once the college basketball season starts. We're going to continue to do the podcast, the Beyond the Backboard podcast, with special guest, co-host extraordinaire, Matt Hanifan. We're going to have other guests. We're going to try to keep the questions with a coach thing going as we can. We might have some pop culture anime type discussions because I love all that stuff. One thing about me, I love to diversify what I learn, what I watch, what I consume. If I can learn something, I'm trying to do it. So we're going to try to keep it sports related. We might talk sports, video games, all that stuff. But once we get in the heart of draft season and the NBA season, man, we're going to be rolling. It's going to be video breakdowns in terms of prospects, just like we always have. The podcast 2 days a week, and that can be found anywhere you listen to podcasts: Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and many more. So you'll be able to find the sound of my voice in many places. Also going to be contributing with 5 Reasons Sports. During the Miami Heat basketball season, I'll be doing some of the post-game stuff on their playback channel. Me and Greg Sylvander. There's going to be probably multiple hosts throughout the season, but I'm going to have quite a few spots there at 5 Reasons if you want to find me there for the Miami Heat audience. But the rebrand, let's talk the rebrand. What do you think? Do you like the new logo? Do you like the new setup? Do you dislike it? I want to hear from you. It's going to be something that's here to stay. That's for sure. I'm excited about the new look. I'm excited about the new logo. A lot more professional, a lot more clean, classy even. I got some input from some of my friends, some of my family. It's always a collaborative effort. All knowledge is borrowed. Nobody is truly just coming up with everything off the top of their own dome. But yeah, let's talk, the season's right around the corner. Super exciting storylines around the league for the rookies. Me and Matt have talked, about 3 of the teams so far. We're going in alphabetical order by city. We've done Atlanta. We've done Boston. We've done Cleveland. Dallas is coming up next. The Cleveland Cavalier episode is already out on the YouTube channel. We talked extensively all things Jalen Tyson, who's one of my favorite players in the 2024 NBA draft. Excited to see what he's going to do. Always exciting times. I need to get the Eric Spoelstra on my meme deck. I got to get that recorded. Let me see I wonder if I can find that real quick. See if we can find the Eric Spolstra on Twitter. Oh, here it is.
On the same level or competitive with those remade teams?
Yes, you sound scared.
We got to get that on the old meme deck, man. That's iconic. Absolutely iconic.
You sound scared.
Can't wait to get that on the meme deck. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Really looking forward to hearing from everybody. I know it's not draft season, so the engagement on the channel in terms of comments isn't what it normally has been. However, I appreciate each and every one of you. So if you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to stop by, ask any of those questions. Baylor Shireman of the Boston Celtics was an interesting discussion me and Matt Handyfan had, because he really liked Baylor Shireman. He was higher on Baylor Shireman than I definitely was, but the one spot where we could see Baylor Shireman landing was Boston at 30. And it ended up working out that way. It was just destined for him to be a Celtic for multitudes of reasons, including the fact that he's a shooter, he's a tweener, not really a big, not really a wing. Given the fact that they can use a little bit of depth at the back end of the roster for another guy like that. You can always use more shooting on a championship level team. So hopefully it works out well for him. His shot's a little different. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a sideways release. We covered that during our draft analysis as well, that he's a smooth shooter, man, and he'll rebound outside of his area. That showed up in summer league also. But yeah, I'm having a great time with this, loving the channel. Definitely want to keep this rolling. Gonna try to make this my business, you know what I mean? Get out of that corporate world. So one of the ways we're gonna do that, we're gonna continue to make these videos and get our podcast growing and have it on special guests. Eventually, full disclosure, I mean, I've not made a dime off of YouTube. I've spent more money on this channel than I'd like to admit. Nothing crazy, but takes money to make money, you know what I mean? And so I want to eventually branch off from my corporate job and do this full time, and that's a dream that I want for myself. But I don't really want just me to do it. I want to try to bring others along with me. It's always been a dream of mine. It's always been a philosophy of mine, is to try to bring people with me in any success or business endeavor that I have. Now, that being said, I don't typically like taking on business partners, even investments and stuff like that, just for personal reasons. And it just typically always makes things messy. So it's one of the things I rarely do with friends or family or investments. But I'll give investment advice. We'll talk. I'm never one to back off from an idea and share an opinion. So, you know, it's just something that I'm aiming for, just some behind the scenes minutia. So what we're going to continue to do is, well, we're going to also continue to try to find some stylish merchandise for our channel, which I'm working on. Admittedly, I'm a one-man band. I don't have people. I don't have stylists. I don't have designers. I got me. What did Kendrick say? Mother what? The big three? It's only big me? That's who I got, man. It's just me. But no, we got some great on-air talent and co-hosts to come around and guests to come around. So excited for that to continue and to grow. Just loving the process. You know, coming from the basketball world, everything is about finding a good winning formula in terms of the process, and then working at that process working at the details, learning the minutia to be successful. And I think that's what I'm going through right now with this podcast, YouTube content creation endeavor. And so I've learned a lot along the way. I've met a ton of great people. All of our subscribers have been fun, open, honest. I love your opinions and comments that you share on the YouTube videos. Lord knows I mess up all the time on names and whatever have you. And we may even disagree on what you think of a player or what I think of a player. Those discussions are healthy. I love dialogue. I love discussion. So you guys always keep it civil too. I've never had anybody really on my channel outside of one commenter that attacked me. Nobody's attacked me, which I appreciate. It's all love in this community, and that's what we're trying to build. So along those lines, with the rebrand that we've done, and you can see up on the screen there, we're going to continue to expand this thing. I want to have a national NBA draft prospect Discord. And I want to have it open to my channel members to have roles in there for you to be able to have special access to things that the general audience does not. It'll be another benefit of being a channel member. Another benefit for people that watch this video and become a channel member, along the lines of the merchandise that we were talking about, I've created a special discount code for only those that watch my content. And so the only way you'll know is if you watch these videos. And we're going to discuss more about that during the actual basketball season. But it'll be a special discount only for you guys, only for the community. Also working on other things in terms of the channel and content. But none of this works, honestly, without your feedback. If I don't know if you like it, dislike it, if you're, satisfied with it or want it to go another way, I just keep on keeping on. So if there's something you like, something you dislike, let me know. So the podcast, the audio only versions are out everywhere, as we talked about. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you find your podcast. Also, always, our content is on YouTube. YouTube's been great. It's been a great learning experience. It's a great platform for me to get started. We're over 4,000 subscribers strong now. 4. I'm not talking golf.
He's on fire! He's heating up!
We're definitely heating up, man. The channel is doing amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your engagement and all of your enthusiasm about the prospects that we've broke down over the last 2 years. And we've really come a long way. We've really come a long way because just last year, we were struggling to break 1,000 subscribers. We're at 4,000 already since the draft. No, that's not Matt Haney fan and is Nevada biased. That is the Wolfpack that are you listeners. I appreciate you. That's a dinosaur. Don't get eaten by him. But I just wanted to hop on, give a quick thank you. If you had any questions, I was here to answer them, but alas, it's a Wednesday and not many of you have stopped by, but that's okay. You can always leave a comment. I'll respond. Find me on Twitter. Find me on the social media platforms out there. Let me throw those up. All the ways you can find me. I am Digital Adel. That's me. And we've just had a great time with this thing. So I appreciate all of you. I will talk to you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe.